Chapter 5 Winds. Students, look out of the classroom window. Do you see any objects? You will see trees, birds flying in the sky, animals like dogs, cats, shops, vehicles, people walking on the road. Which objects are moving? Branches of trees, leaves, people, animals, birds, vehicles are moving objects. Which objects are still? Shops, buildings, non-living things are the objects which are still. Which objects are moving on their own? People and animals move on their own but require energy supplied through food. Vehicles move due to energy provided through fuel or by humans. Which objects are not moving on their own? Branches of trees, leaves, etc. require some force to move them, such as wind. We feel the wind but cannot see it. When certain objects in our surroundings move, we experience wind. The movement of air is called wind. Why does air move? Let us try this with an experiment. Fold a paper into two same size rolls. Keep the paper rolls on one side of a table. You and your friend should select one roll each. Without touching the roll of the paper or the table, what can be done to move the paper roll to the other end of the table? You need to blow air. Who reached the other end of the table first? Why? The one who exerts more force to push the paper roll faster. How can we move the rolls at a greater speed? By increasing the force of the movement. Can we use the same method to move a bottle filled with water? It depends on the material of the bottle. Plastic bottle will move faster, but glass bottle will need more force to move it. We had learned that air pressure is not uniform across the Earth's surface. Air moves from high pressure areas towards low pressure areas in a horizontal manner. Winds are generated due to this movement. The extent of the difference in the air pressure affects the velocity of the wind. If there is less difference in the pressure, winds blow with less velocity. Winds blow with greater velocities if the pressure difference is greater. Wind speed also varies. Wind velocity is measured in the units of knots with the help of anemometer. When we consider the earth as a whole, we find the direction of the winds is influenced by the rotation of the earth. In the northern hemisphere, winds are deflected towards the right of their original direction, whereas in the southern hemisphere, they get deflected towards the left of their original direction. Winds. You can use wind vane to find out the wind direction. Winds are known by the direction from which they blow. Westerlies are the winds that blow from the west. Planetary winds. Winds which blow from high pressure belts to low pressure belts in the same direction throughout the year are called planetary winds. They are the easterlies, the westerlies, and the polar winds. The easterlies. These winds blow from high pressure area between 25 degree and 35 degree parallel in both hemispheres and converge near the equatorial low pressure calm belt. They change direction due to the Earth's rotation, so they blow from northeast to southwest in the northern hemisphere and from southeast to northwest in the southern hemisphere, as you can see in this figure. The westerlies. Winds in both hemispheres blow from the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt to the subpolar low pressure belt near the 60 degree parallel. Due to the Earth's rotation, they change direction and blow from southwest to northeast in the northern hemisphere and from northwest to southeast in the southern hemisphere. The polar winds. In both the hemispheres, polar winds blow from polar high pressure belt to subpolar low pressure belt 55 degree to 65 degree from east to west.